Well, after a late night and a really early morning, we're napping. I am exhausted. Welcome to Dan's pulpit. Ooh, logbook. I'll sign that later. Here's the view. Look at this tiny little tick. So small, it's waving at us. Hey! Well, this is how a lot of sunsets and rises on the AT go. It's pretty. Be nice to see it all. Well, I didn't take a lot of video today, and that's because it has been a rough day. So we started off last night by night hiking and got in really late and stayed up a little late. And then this morning we were up around 5:30 for the sunrise. And after that we just started hiking. So it's been a long day. It's been a really hard day. There's been a lot of rocks. So I don't know what it is, but my muscles are really sore. All of my foot muscles are super sore today. So it's been one of those days that's just kind of a trudge. Didn't really feel like hiking, but had to get the miles in. Figured I would mention this. So about a week ago, a stink bug was on my neck and I didn't know it. I was just laying on a rock and I grabbed it and threw it off. But as I grabbed it, it let out some sort of stink on me. And now I got the stink.
18.9.
And 18.9 was our mileage. Anyways, so yeah, it let out this stink on me and it started stinging and then it was fine. But it like created some sort of skin issue that's slowly going away, I hope. We'll see what happens, but it's kind of weird. Never had that happen. I didn't know stink bugs did that. I thought they just stunk. Anyways, bed. Well, here we are, starting off the morning in the rocks, and we have our first fatality. A broken trekking pole tip.
And my knee.
And a knee.
And my toe you can't see.
Sad days. How do you feel?
I'm glad my toe's not broken again. That's cool. This is not.
Yeah, I figured this would happen in Pennsylvania, if it's gonna happen somewhere. That's the downside of carbon fiber. Although if it were aluminum, it'd just be bent anyways, so it's about the same thing. This is Bear Rocks, Pennsylvania. Hey, there's Orion. And the view of farmlands. Hopefully we'll be out of Pennsylvania soon and on to better states. This is my least favorite state so far. Welcome to the infamous bake oven knob. Still trashed. We're stopping in at Bake Oven Knob to get some water, which requires hiking down off the ridge, unfortunately. But this is an example of an old shelter. It's tiny. We are heading down into Lehigh Gap, which goes into Palmerton, but we're not actually going into Palmerton today. And unfortunately, this stretch passes through a Superfund site. It used to be some sort of zinc, I don't know if it was a zinc refinery or mining operation, but it completely poisoned the hillside we're about to go onto. And it's just a dry stretch, so I think it's like 20 miles without water through here. So we passed the last spring back there, and I've got 2 liters on my pack and 2 liters on top of my pack, and Tara has 2 liters. And we're gonna
Switch it off.
yeah, switch it off hopefully. But it's a lot of weight. It's the most weight I've had on this pack yet, and I can definitely tell it's more than usual because this pack is pretty top heavy right now. But yeah, should be an interesting stretch. The climb up out of Lehigh Gap is sort of infamous on the AT because it's a pretty exposed rock climb, exposed for the AT, which is not that much, but yeah. But basically all the vegetation there was destroyed and it's slowly growing back. So I know in 2012 it was pretty wide open, but I've heard it's a little more covered now. We'll see. No idea. This is a steep downhill though. So here's where we're headed. Certainly looks a lot more covered than I remember it being, but who knows? Maybe I remember it wrong. Welcome to Lehigh Gap. So we just crossed the Lehigh Gap and got some excellent trail magic from Chris. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Now we head out, peak heat of the day, 3 o'clock. We did get some good hydration thanks to Chris and some snacks. And we're heading up Blue Mountain. We're heading up. This is one of those climbs where you stash your poles because you know it's going to be so steep that you want to use your hands.
kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Woohoo, you got this, yeah.
Just slack back this.
We're going up. So this is where that's where we came from. Down to the river down there and up, up, up. Well, she got her shorts all hiked up, ready to get that suntan. Climbing up the mountain. Super fun, more like super fun. Well, here's a view down to Palmerton. And although we didn't go into Palmerton this time, way back in 2012 I did. And it's not there anymore, but there used to be this really cool hostel called the Jailhouse. It's like this old city building. It's probably somewhere down in there, I think. Old city building with a basement you could stay in. And they had these showers. The pressure on the showers was unbelievable. It was like rip your skin off pressure, which sounds horrible, but it's actually great on trail. It gets you super clean. Those were the days. No more. Still going up. This is camp for the night. Some of Tara's friends are parking at a road north of here and coming up the hill with hopefully some food to cook with us. And yeah, that should be a lot of fun. They're not here yet. We just got in. But this is a really nice little campsite just north of the Superfund. Actually, we're probably still in the Superfund site, but really cool ferns and nice soft pine needles. Today for lunch, tortilla, a smattering of peanut butter, some banana chips on top, and a sweet drizzle of honey across the surface.
Oh, okay.
So we came down into Wind Gap today with the intentions of just eating a meal, and now we're splitting a hotel room with some other hikers.
Lone Bear and Squiggles.
But as you can see, sometimes you don't get the best of rooms when you're on trail.
Take the photo, the grand photo.
Yeah, real funny.
Come on, get in here.
Nope. What you got here, Tara?
No egg. That's what I
Oh.
had. Yeah, I said egg, sausage, McMuffin without cheese. I didn't say take the egg off too. I'm pretty sure she even asked me if I wanted egg on it. I was like, yeah.
This is the danger of packing food out from town.
From McDonald's.
From McDonald's. All right, give me that bite.
I'm gonna write a Yelp review.
Look at all those gnats.
It's nasty.
Oh, come on now. So there are disadvantages to hiking in front, such as getting all the gnats swarming you and trying to fly into your eyes, and walking into spider webs all day. But you get the first glimpse at those deer that are about to run away as soon as you pass, and the tiny frogs on trail. So there are ups and downs to being first. We are descending into Delaware Water Gap, and it is a long descent, and somebody's feet are tired. We're staying at the Deer's Head Inn, and it is nice. Definitely gonna hang out on this porch sometime, maybe do some editing. Well, while we're stopped in town, Tara is cutting a ground sheet out of some polycryo. We picked it up back in Hamburg, and she's been carrying it ever since. It's a ton of polycryo, and this is the first time we've had a chance to really cut it down to size. Out of town, we're taking the American resupply. 2 hot dogs and a bag of chips. Delaware River. Well, we're crossing into New Jersey. You probably can't even hear me.